Hello, welcome to another episode of the Classy Cheapskate. Today we are going to shape, curl, and finish several types of ribbon. You can use fabric ribbon, you can use plastic ribbon, but we're going to start off by flattening ribbon. If you've ever reused ribbon, you'll notice crinkles and unsightly areas, and we don't want that. So I just use a flat heating iron and straighten it out. As you can see, it doesn't always get the hardest creases, so I use a little water, I spritz it on, just regular old tap water, and we'll just iron that again with my flat iron. Now there's lots of tools you can use, like this crimping iron. I love this. Remember this from the 1980s? Maybe not. This is my tiny curling iron, and this is one of my favorites because it gets a real nice tight curl, and people find this look favorable. So the longer you leave it on, the tighter of a curl you're going to get. Now, you might want to finish the edges of your cloth ribbon because it frays. So I do this on almost every project. This is one of my least favorite, the fat curling iron, because you can barely even notice that you've done anything, but you might have a use for this. So, if you want a subtle look. All right, now we've got a flat curling iron. This is a rarity. I think this is from my high school days. Now this creates a look that is kind of boxy in the end. It looks like a square shape if you look closely. I used to have a triangle curling iron, but I can't find it, unfortunately. So you can use whatever you have around. This one's just a medium curling iron, and you're just going to get a medium curl out of it. And that's pleasing, I think, especially if you wrap gifts. So now we're back to the crimping iron, but we put in a wavy look instead of more of a harsh crimp. And I really like how this one turns out. It's just like really wavy. Now we're just going to use a regular old dowel rod. So you can use even a pen. Now this heating tool I'm not going to use right away. I'm going to show you. See, you don't need a heating tool at first. But if you do use a heating tool, it's going to be a very tight curl. As you can see, the one end is tighter because I didn't want to get near my hand and burn it. So I wrapped the other end around, and now it's fairly even. Let's practice with some plastic ribbon now. This is a method I always thought was dangerous, but it creates a very nice curl, and people use this all the time. It's not as good for this type of ribbon because it just pretty much doesn't do anything. I don't like it at all. You can use a fork instead of scissors. I find this to be much safer, especially if you're an elementary kid doing this. It's much safer, and it creates a really good look, and you're not going to cut your fingers off. So, yeah, the fork is the best way, in my opinion. And now look at little Chippy. He's just the cutest thing around, isn't he? Chippy says hi. And thanks for watching the Classy Cheapskate. See you next time.